Yes, guys, back for the episode 8 of the Fulham career mode. In today's episode, we've got 5 more games in the Championship for you, and potentially the start of a very slippery slope in terms of form and how we're doing in the league. So, in the first game, we've got a very, very difficult game against Millwall at the Cottage. So, I'm not really looking forward to this game. It's going to be a very, very feisty game. It is a London derby, I'm pretty sure, and Millwall fans are notoriously very difficult to play against. So, even though there'll be a few thousand of them in the stadium, if even that, they'll still be very, very loud, and they will make it difficult for the team. The team on screen is the one you see. Kearney actually gets a game in cam, and he quickly finds Wilson, who in the 34th minute wins an easy penalty against his man. Very poor defending from the Millwall defender in the 34th minute. And the man himself, Mitrovic, steps up to take it. You'd bet your house on him to score this one. He never misses penalties until this time. Bialkowski makes a fantastic save down to his left. And honestly, I'm very disappointed in Mitrovic, but it's still a good save nonetheless from the Polish international goalkeeper as Millwall try and get the ball clear. But it comes out to Mellor, who thumps one, and Millwall finally get the block in. But we do get another corner, and Harry Wilson again looking for Mitrovic. Crosses the ball in, and Bialkowski with another fabulous save. Absolutely tremendous save from the Polish keeper again, as Rodak makes another good one in the 72nd minute. Then again, in the 85th minute, Millwall find a bit of space. Bradshaw, what is that defending from Tanganga? Honestly, you can see why Bradshaw's going mad. He's just scored the luckiest goal of his career as he celebrates with the Millwall manager. Very, very, very disappointing defending from Tanganga. Rodak obviously went the wrong way, but what can you expect when it's very close distance toward the goalkeeper? So I'm not going to blame the think he's Slovakian Rodak, but look at this from Tanganga. He misses the ball. The vice captain makes an absolute howler there. But in the 91st minute, we're pushing for an equaliser, and look at this from defending from Tanganga to make up for his mistake. Plays it Ricky J. Jones to Cavallero. And what a finish to bring us back in the game. Ivan Cavallero, I thought he'd be a bit poor this season. He was earlier in the season, but now he's started coming good. He's finally got us an important goal, and I'm really, really pleased with it. That did cause the game to draw at 1-1. Not a bad result. I know it's at the Cottage and you'd want to win at the Cottage, but still, not a bad result in general. And in the press conference, I'm not going to complain. I know Millwall are a decent team in real life. They're a very physical team. I didn't show all the highlights. They got so many players booked in that game. 3 or 4 players booked. I'm glad EA have patched the AI and made them actually commit fouls nowadays, because that was getting very, very frustrating when you'd try and run past them and they'd foul you and they'd not get anything for it. So not too bad in the end, not too bad. But we're going to the second game, and it's a very, very difficult away game. We go to the MKM Stadium, Hull City away from home. I'm missing it was called the KC Stadium, to be honest, but still, very difficult game against good Hull City side. The team is as follows: Rodak, Tete, Adarabioyo, Tanganga and Robinson in defence. Seri comes in along with Chalobah, because Dembele is tired. Wilson and Giese. Cavallero starts on his good form, and Mitrovic is the captain, as usual, leading the line. So, it doesn't take long for us to get a chance. Smiths gives away the ball. Chalobah picks it up. Zambo Anguissa finds a pass to Wilson. People have been asking for more from Wilson, and he hits the crossbar as Cartwright manages to punch the ball out with some very weird animation from the AI. And we do indeed get a corner from it. The man in the hat on the sidelines not too happy with that finish from Wilson. But still, we cross the ball into Mitrovic. It's another good save from Cartwright. I've not actually heard of this Cartwright. I'm not sure if he's a starting goalkeeper in real life. But it's another good save from him as we get another corner and try and find Mitrovic again. Fleming manages to get the ball out, comes out to Chalobah, who takes a lovely touch. Zambo Anguissa to Seri, and look at this for a volley in a minute. It's a lovely effort for Chalobah, and it's just wide of the post. Very, very unfortunate from us. But we still managed not to be able to score. And Mitrovic through on goal again, and Cartwright with another save. The Hull City goalkeeper was an absolute flames this game, and it was very, very upsetting from us. But Mitrovic finally in the 65th minute does get a little chance on goal, and he does manage to finish past Cartwright this time. No saving that from the goalkeeper, and a good finish from Mitrovic. A very, very nice finish indeed. as he scores another goal. I'm not sure which one it is. It might be his 35th goal of the season. Absolutely immense. He's running away with the top scorer this season. He's already won it anyway, and let's be honest, no one's going to catch him. But Honeyman does fantastic well here. Plays it to Milks. Yeah. And then Longman scores. Sorry, I was trying to think Malik Wilks then. It's not Milks, it's Wilks. Sorry about that. But yeah, Longman scores. Rodak, no saving that. Honeyman does fantastically well. Malik Wilks plays through Longman. It's a very good finish. And I was a bit worried we weren't going to score from that. But for the rest of the game, we really struggled to create a chance until Zambo Anguissa finds Ivan Caballero. And again, he scored. 79th minute, Caballero. Is he becoming a starting player? With Mella being not up to match fitness at the moment, I don't think he's got very good stamina, to be honest, at 6'3". But look at that. Nice finish from Caballero. And I'm very, very happy with that at the moment. But they'd have one more chance at the end of the game. And look at this from a double block. I think it's Tanganga both times. He's very, very well. In fact, it might be Kenny Tete, to be honest. But very, very well from the fullback. And I'm very, very happy with that. As we grab a 2-1 win at the MKM Stadium. Can't complain with that, can we? A very nice result nonetheless. As we go into the press conference. And Kennedy, he got a little game for us today. Came on in the second half and he had a good game, to be honest. Really happy with him. We called him up to the starting 11 at the start of the episode. And, to the main team at the start of the episode. 17-year-old, 69 rated. And he looks like he's going to be a very, very good player. The same as Mella was this season before he burst onto the scene. We have our third game of the episode. We have a very intriguing game against Huddersfield at the Cottage. Huddersfield, not a bad team, causes a lot of problems the first time we played them. And I'm not going to lie, we've got a good team out. We've got a very, very good team out. Dembele comes back in. Anguissa sits as the other central midfielder instead of Harrison Reed. And Kennedy gets his first start of the season. First start in his second game for the club. And we're looking forward to this very difficult game against Huddersfield. But Wilson wins the ball back. He's looking for Zambo Anguissa. Nothing happens in this first half apart from this goal from Mitrovic. Obviously, he's going to score past Schofield from that far out. Easy finish from this big Serbian, the top scorer for the Serbian national football team of all time. Already at just the age of 27. It's another good goal from Mitrovic. He'll easily bag 40 this season. He could even bag 50. I've never, ever had a player do that on FIFA before. But nonetheless, we try and attack here in the 51st minute. It's a poor ball from Dembele, and it's easily intercepted. But then Zambo Anguissa picks up the ball, and Mitrovic in the right place at the right time scores a very, very easy goal. It's a very poor bit of goalkeeping from Schofield, and we definitely capitalise on it. A massive error from Schofield in the Huddersfield goal to put us 2-0 up, and well clear in the game behind our rivals. They didn't really do anything this game, to be honest. It was a very, very comfortable showing from the boys. And Zambo Anguissa again finds Mitrovic. Pieper cannot keep up with him. Can you really blame him, though? Because Mitrovic scores every chance he gets. I didn't think he had a great episode, this episode, to be honest, in general. I mean, 4 goals in a game. What strikers do that very often? The only one I can think of off the top of my head is Mitrovic. So, can't complain. He's definitely going to hit 50 this season, isn't he? Definitely. By all means, he'll hit 50. And again, there you go. There's his 4th. Sort of spoiled it before, but an easy finish from a player like Mitrovic, who does not miss within the 6-yard box or the 18-yard box. Very nice finish, and the game was dead earlier anyway, so never mind the 4-0. 4-0 comfortable scoreline. Very nice result for us. We're going to the press conference, and it's just about Mitrovic. Can you really blame us? I mean, Mitrovic is the man of the team, and he's the main man. He scores all the goals. He even gets the second most assists in the team. There's no player better in the Championship than Alexander Mitrovic in real life and on FIFA. Very, very good player. Worth 500 million in my opinion. Not exaggerated or biased at all, so I don't mind. As you can see, we've got a Tifo of him now at Craven Cottage. We have got a very interesting game here, though. We've got 23rd place Peterborough, the lowest scoring team in the league with 26 goals, against us, top of the league, highest scoring team with 89 goals. A very intriguing game, a very intriguing opposition. Seri comes back into the team. I like Seri, he's a decent player. He used to be fantastic. Remember when he linked with Barcelona and the deal fell through on the final day of the transfer window? Now he plays in the Championship. That's just how it goes sometimes in football. But Mitrovic, 15th minute, and he scores. Against Hank Pym in goal. I know that's not his name, but I've never heard of him, and that's the only person I can think of with the name Pim. Easy finish from Mitrovic. Look at this. Holds off his man. Very, very nice finish from Mitro. We are 1-0 up, but Peterborough, for some reason, something happened to him in this, after going 1-0 down. For some reason, Robinson steps up, and Dembele causes us some problems. Clark Harris, with a good bit of hold-up play from the big striker, plays it through to Dembele. And can't defend it. Look at Robinson here. I'm not sure what he was doing. He sort of steps up at the last minute, and it's just a very, very poor bit of decision-making from the young left-back. But not much I can do to defend that. But still, 1-1 against a very poor Peterborough side. But again, Jorge Grant, what are we doing? What is that for defending? 41st minute, and we're 2-1 down against second from bottom in the league, who were bottom of the league before our last game because they'd not won. I think they might have won the last game they had before playing us, so they're in a bit of form, to be honest. But still, very, very poor. The funny thing is, I play games at different times of the day, depending on when I'm working or when I'm busy. And I played this at night, and the AI, for some reason, was so much more difficult. As we can see with Grant again, the defence pushes up. And it's a sweaty goal from the AI, and I was very, very annoyed about this. I didn't think the AI did this anymore. Or whatever his name is with the SG at the start of his name, plays the ball across to Dembele. What are we meant to do to defend that? Rodak comes out trying to put the player off. Just plays it across him. Look at this. Smidiox, whatever his name is, plays the ball, and Dembele, he's not going to miss from there, is he? Very, very difficult to play against this. On Legendary as well, and I think about playing Ultimate in the Premier League. We're going to get absolutely thumped if we play on that. So very disappointing. But 79th minute, Deckard over Reed. Some poor decision making from Edwards on their AI's opposition. It's a good finish from Deckard over Reed. I don't think Pim's saving that either. He's not quite big enough to save that. Oh, it's a good finish from Bobby Reed, though. I do like Bobby Deckard over Reed. He's a very good player, good squad player. But unfortunately, we couldn't get another chance all game. Very, very disappointing loss. The fans are booing. I don't know why they're booing. We're still top of the league. Stop being Mardy. We're still top of the league. I won't actually shout to the Fulham fans in real life because they'd kill me. But still, we had 10 shots to their 4, I believe, and they had 4 shots, 3 goals. How disappointing is that? Very, very disappointing if I don't say so myself. But the press conference, I felt like ripping into the team, but I thought morale's really going to be low after losing to Peterborough, isn't it? A team with like less wages combined than Mitrovic on his 60 grand a week contract, and he had an awful game. Even though he scored, he still wasn't very good. But honestly, Peterborough just had a very, very good game. They started playing like Brazil after they went 1 goal behind. But we do go into the 5th game of the episode. And it is the final game of the episode. We've got a very, very difficult game against Cardiff City, the Cardiff City Stadium. Honestly, the Cardiff team again, it's a good team. They've got so many tall players. They've got Flint, Morrison and Moore, who are all like 6'5". So we do make a lot of changes though. Rodak retains his place. Christie, Congolo and Tanganga and Bryan in defence. Dembele and Reed as holding. Reed, Kearney, Kennedy and Jones as the front 4. So a very changed team, but we're so tired. We've played like 5 games in the space of 12 days. So I have to change the team sometimes. But what is that defending from Cyrus Christie? No wonder we've not renewed his contract and he's gone. Ryan Giles, he's not going to miss that, is he? He's through on goal and he just thinks Rodak. It's poor defending. Look at Christie here. He steps up for no reason. How are we meant to defend that when he just steps up and the team sort of backs off and holds a high line for some reason, even though I don't play with a high line on purpose, and we go 1-0 behind against Cardiff City. Very, very disappointing. Very, very disappointing. As we have to wait for the 47th minute to get our first chance on goal. And Ricky J. Jones should really do better against Alex Smithies. It's a good save from the goalkeeper, but still, like, I think when we don't have Mitrovic, we're just not going to win. We need a better backup striker. I don't mind Jones, but I don't think he's backup. I think he should be 3rd choice. And Mooney's, whenever he plays, he just looks clunky. At least Mitrovic has got something about him. But they do get the ball clear. And then in the 73rd minute, it's a good save from Rodak. But what are we doing in defence? I know it's not the usual defence, but Joe Bryan should be challenging Robinson for a place at starting left-back. And he's absolutely atrocious sometimes. As they get another chance, it's another save from Rodak. He should do a bit better on this one, I think. But I do like him better than Gazaniga in general. And we still can't get the ball out from this corner. As they get another effort, and it's just cleared. Honestly, every single time they had a corner, it just kept bouncing off them. I promise it's not with the rest of the game, but still, look, they're going front post all the time as Tanganga gets the ball clear eventually. But he's still not fully clear as Giles picks up the ball, plays it to Vokes. It's another good save from Rodak, but what is happening? We've got no press on the team at all. And that was all we had chance for in the game. We had 2 shots in that game. And we got humiliated by a Cardiff side who are a lot lower down than us in the league. That was the end of the episode. Very disappointing. I think we're on a slippery slope here. I think it could have turned from bad to worse before we know it. But we are still top of the league, level on points with Sheffield United, but obviously better goal difference and a lot more goals scored, but a lot more conceded as well. So disappointing. But the next episode, we've got Everton in the Cup, and we've got Blackburn at home, and we've got a away game against Barnsley, a home game against West Brom, and a home game against Nottingham Forest. So I really appreciate you watching. Thank you very much. Please like and subscribe. I'll find you in the next one. Thank you very much.